Hold up. So apparently, I'm hearing that this Sasha Banks chick is asking for $30K a show to show up to fanboy events. And what I'm hearing is she thinks she is just as worth as much as Goldberg, HBK, The Undertaker, Flair, Sting. She thinks she's on that level. The only wrestlers who ask for that much are those guys that I just mentioned. Hold up. On what planet Earth do you think Sasha Banks is on that kind of level? Those are Hall of Famers, guys who changed the business. Hold on, let me say that again. Those guys that I just mentioned, they turned this business upside down 1,000 times. Those guys have made tons of wrestlers. Tons of wrestlers have been influenced by the guys that I just mentioned. They can ask for anything they want to. Those guys that I just mentioned, they wrestled within one of the hottest times in wrestling history, which was the late 90s, the Monday Night Wars. And those guys were top 5 wrestlers in that era. Those guys were literally moving the needle. They were literally driving ratings from 5 million, 6 million, 8 million. Didn't Goldberg and Hogan have like the highest rated wrestling show of all time when it comes to the main event on national television around that time? What has Sasha Banks drawn? That's what we should be talking about. What has she drawn? So by her logic, I hate when people say, "You go, girl. Know your worth." What worth? Dude, Bianca Belair has surpassed her. So what worth are you talking about? Dude, she is in the past, man. She has no more steam. She has no more juice. She has no more meat left on the bone when it comes to her WWE career. Like, I feel like she's done. In terms of, I can't ever see her being the face of the women's division ever again. It's like, there's tons of girls that have leapfrogged her, and there's going to be future girls currently in NXT that are going to be leapfrogging her very, very, very soon. If she does come back, it's like, she's going to be in the same spot where she was at. But this whole $30K per show, that can't be true. I mean, she thinks she's worth just as much as a Ric Flair. Dude, the average wrestling fan, from, let's say, the average lapsed fan who just stopped watching wrestling, he don't know who Sasha Banks is. So why are you asking for that much? How much money have you made for the WWE for you to ask for that? John Cena can ask for what, 100K per show, actually. John Cena can. Orton can. Guys like that can. Guys who made the WWE for the past 15 years. Yeah, they can ask for that. John Cena has had proof. He has proof that he has made the WWF tons of money. This makes me pissed off. It's like, and I'm sick of these enablers. She has the worst fan base, man. The worst fan base, man. Especially that Whoopi Goldberg looking guy with the little high-pitched voice. He is. Dude, look, man, she's not gonna bang you, man. Stop it. She's not gonna have sex with you, dog. So why are you capping for her like that? She ain't worth all that. $30K per show? Now, I gotta be honest. I think Charlotte Flair can ask for that. I honestly. A girl with that kind of resume, look, she has the greatest resume in women's wrestling history. So I can see a Charlotte Flair asking for that. But Sasha Banks, no, she's a mid-carder. She's a mid-card girl who the fans look at as a main eventer, but she's not a main eventer. She might go down as the most overrated heel in pro wrestling history. It's like, how come people always say Sasha, she's a way better heel than she's a face? How? Bayley is a way better heel than her. Wait, hold on. So Bayley is a way better face and she's a way better heel than Sasha Banks. So how is she worth $30K a show to show up at events for her fanboy stands? It's like, wow. Wow, man, she is really milking you fanboys, man. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that she is milking and taking advantage of her craze stan fanboys? Actually, please, I would probably do the same thing. She has the worst fan base, and she knows she has the worst fan base. You guys will probably pay for her toilet paper. You guys will probably pay for a used water bottle that she drank out of. You will probably pay for that on eBay. And I'm not trying to be funny. That's how crazy her fan base is. But no, I got triggered, man. I saw a report that said this is the highest asking price since Flair, HBK, The Undertaker, Goldberg. And I'm like, whoa, woman, what are you doing? You think you on that kind of level? What have you done? Dog, when Goldberg shows up to Raw and SmackDown, you know what happens? A ratings boost happens. Say what you want about Goldberg, but you can say, oh, he is not a wrestler, but last time I checked, every time Vince books in for a Raw or a SmackDown, ratings literally go up. Look it up. Especially in this dead era, he still moves the needle. At least by what? Like he boosts the ratings by at least 200K. 200K more every time Goldberg actually shows up. So the only people that don't like Goldberg are the smart marks. Are the smart marks that help kill wrestling. Dog, Goldberg is the same guy from 98. So you can't say, oh, Goldberg has gotten worse as a wrestler. He's bad. He's this. No, bro, I'm just glad we didn't have social media during his prime years. Because you would have ruined the legacy of Goldberg. It's like, dog, he's the same guy since 98. His moveset is the same. He has the same intensity, same kind of look. So basically, you have been brainwashed by that midget from New York, what's his name, Whoopi Goldberg, with the high-pitched voice. Dudes like that, guys who get no women, guys who are intimidated by real alpha male looking dudes like Goldberg. Okay, just admit it. You smart marks are intimidated by real alpha males like a Braun Breaker, like a John Cena, or a Batista. Look, I feel like those guys took the women that you wanted in high school. Seriously. Braun Breaker looks like the kind of guy that can take your girl, who looks like that midget from New York. So yeah, I can understand why y'all don't like him. I can understand why y'all don't like larger than life characters who move the needle, who casual fans want to see. But when it comes to Sasha Banks, man, when it comes to Snoop Dogg's cousin, like, wow, man, 30K. What did you do to earn that? Seriously, what did she do to earn that? You can say, oh, she main evented night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania. Look, girl, it takes two to tango. She wouldn't have gotten that main event if it wasn't for Bianca Belair. That main event was solely there to put over Bianca Belair, not Sasha Banks. That's all I'm saying. Let me say that again. That main event was solely built around Bianca Belair to put her over. That was your job, Sasha. Get Bianca Belair over. Okay, that was your job. Okay, and you did it. But overall, it's like, wow. She thinks she's on the same level as the legends from the past. Look, she ain't no legend. How is she a legend? Yeah, she's a legend at being a bitch. She's a legend at being one of the biggest crybabies since Shawn Michaels. Yeah, she's a legend at that. Dude, what legacy has she left for the past 5 years? Only legacy that I've known of her is her crying about dropping the tag team titles to the Iconics, crying about losing to Ronda Rousey, crying about WWF Creative. That will be her legacy. Being a whiner, being a complainer. Her legacy has nothing to do with her career. Her legacy has been tarnished by her entitlement. Like, this is proof. 30K? 30K for you? It's like, wow. Look, man, I hope Tony Khan is taking notes. Please, Tony Khan, take notes of this. This is what you are going to have to deal with. This entitled chick thinks she's worth that amount of money. She thinks she's Goldberg, a Sting, at HBK. She thinks she's on that kind of a level. Like, that's very disrespectful. Like, I'm sorry, that's very disrespectful. It's like, she has the most overrated resume of all time. Her longest title reign on the main roster was her last recent one. And it wasn't even that long. Usually, I heard she drops the title very, very fast. Ashley Flair said to her face on TV that Sasha Banks always drops the title extremely fast. So that means she has a weak resume. She has never had a meaningful title reign. So she thinks she's worth 30K? If you think she's worth 30K, dog, she's not gonna bang you, man. She's a married woman. She's not gonna touch you. Why are you capping for, like, you think you got a shot with her? You don't. Be real. I'm real. Okay? I keep it real, man. She's not worth that kind of money. That's very disrespectful. She's not the freaking Undertaker. She thinks she's an Undertaker. Let me say it again. I can see Charlotte Flair charging this kind of money. I can see that. Right? She has the name. She's a daughter of Ric Flair. She holds the record for the most title reigns. And most likely she might break his record. So I can see that. She might go down as the greatest of all time. As a female, I can see her charging that kind of money. No, why? She's a main eventer. She ain't no damn mid-carder. She's a main eventer. Sasha Banks is a mid-carder. She's a damn mid-card girl. Maybe on a good day she's upper mid-card, but she's legit mid-card legend. Okay, she's a mid-card legend, man. Mid-carders should be asking for that kind of money. It's like, who does this girl think she is? Enough with the whole know what your worth is. Obviously, she don't know what her worth is. It's like, get a grip, calm down your ego. Let me be real. I would say Sasha might be worth maybe 10K or 15K per appearance at a fanboy show. I can see that. That's very reasonable. Maybe 10K, 15K. Okay, all right, I can see that. Solid. But 30K? So, by her saying 30K, she basically has co-signed everything Everybody is said about her. She's very entitled. She's cocky, arrogant. She thinks she's better than what she really is. She don't move no needles. Literally, she moves no needles, man. It's like these past couple of years, everybody always complains about the Raw ratings, the SmackDown ratings. Okay, who was on these shows? She was. And she had a prime position. So what needles has she ever moved? Dog, don't get me started on the merchandise. She sells no merch either. She's never in the top 5 in merch sales. So let me say it again. How is she worth 30K? See, I focus on facts and evidence. I focus on facts and reputation and your career. And did you move some needles? See, I can see Becky Lynch charging 30K. I can see her doing that. Or Ronda Rousey. Girls like that. Like household names who have a great resume, who have main event shows. I can see that. Women who move merch sales, I can see that. Sasha Banks ain't on that level. She never was on that level. Bayley has surpassed her in every way. I don't get it, man. How can you defend her charging that kind of money? How can you as a fan support that? Seriously. Like, dude, let me use somebody as an example. Who's my all-time favorite wrestler, like in the top 5? Let me say Tommy Dreamer or something, right? I'm talking about the ECW Tommy Dreamer. He's one of my favorite of all time. That Tommy Dreamer. If he charged that kind of money, I'm like, whoa, Tommy, you gotta calm down, man. Your ass is not worth no damn 30K. Like, whoa, bro, calm down. And I'm a Tommy Dreamer fanboy. Okay, I'm his biggest fan, but I'm like, whoa, Tommy, your ass is not no damn 30K. See, I'm very objective. Okay, I'm very objective. I would have a huge issue with Tommy Dreamer asking for that kind of money. I don't care if I'm your biggest fan. You gotta know where your level's at. There's levels to this. You ain't on that kind of level. So Sasha Banks, wow, man. You are not a real fan of wrestling. You are just a fan of selfish people, greedy people. You are not a real fan of her. Your ass support that. You a damn stan. Okay. How about you go on YouTube and watch that music video by Eminem? It's called a stan. That's what you are. If you support that, you are a stan. You are a Eminem stan. That's it.